Hello. I am doing week 4 journal, and I am supposed to be talking about a specific event that happened in clinical this week, and with a patient interaction or never seen before diagnosis. I don't necessarily know that I had a before seen diagnosis, but I did have a patient in active bipolar 1 mania, and that's not usual. She was in psychosis and just had excessive laughter that she wasn't able to control. And then there was also an incidence of catatonia where there was just lorazepam given. And so those were two instances that were a little bit different experiences, not that I've never seen them before, but just like not usual everyday experiences that I have typically experienced, both which fascinate me and have just kind of gotten my mind going as to being interested in the inpatient world. And I've been running by my outpatient preceptor, who is good to let me bounce those things off of, because she really wants me to come, which I have a few job offers in within Northwestern, which is the hospital organization that I work for, but she would like for me to come work for her in partial hospitalization program, and that's an option for me. My managers give me a couple of different options, but the physician that I'm working for in inpatient kind of wants me to come and study under him and really learn the inpatient world. And I've never worked inpatient psych. I've only worked outpatient psych. I've worked inpatient as an RN, but in a different department. And so that's definitely intriguing to me, but I don't know if it's just because it's something that it's fascinating to me and it would keep my fascination, or if it's something that I would really be interested in. But I don't want to limit myself at the same time. So I'd really like to expand my interest for just the things that I see. And I also thought that it was interesting that the physician that I work for, he's a psychiatrist, his mom's a psychiatrist, so he comes from a line of psychiatrists. And there's the 5th floor, which we work on, which is lots of schizophrenia, bipolar 1, psychosis, truly very sick, very acute patients. And then we go down to the 3rd floor, which are more suicidal ideation, high risk suicide, things like that. And he'll talk to me about where I would feel comfortable working, and I'm like, oh, I'm definitely more comfortable on the 3rd floor. I can handle that. It's the 5th floor that I can't handle. And he laughs and just says, oh, that's the easy stuff, the 5th floor. It's the 3rd floor that's the hard stuff. And I just look at it completely different than he does. And I guess in some ways he's accurate in that the suicidal ideation and things like that is so much more touch and go and requires so much more hands-on. But as far as things that I've seen and that are new to me is so much more on the 5th floor. And I wouldn't necessarily say new, but I just don't see on a regular basis because I'm more in the outpatient psych world. So that is my experience as far as what I've seen in clinical this week. Thank you.